guest and hadn't signed up for anything, you were still welcome, and they made you feel welcome because you got a certificate. And that is a blessing for so many people that have never received them. And I want you to know, I will put on my wall, and those that have seen my wall know that it goes from here to the ceiling, all the way around, from the mementos I have collected over the last 53 years. One of the things I'd like to tell you is that you really need to learn to love. And I'm not talking about just people. You need to learn to love what you do. You will be so much more successful if you love what you do. It is a blessing that I wish I could share with all of you. MLMIA is a trade organization started in 1985, so this is our 25th year, and I want you to know we've only just begun. There's another organization in this industry that has been around 100 years, and there are other organizations that have broken away from MLMIA and that are beginning to climb and to begin to. And as I told Jeff today, MLMIA is the only nonprofit organization, so we're looking forward to all of the companies in the industry to become part of ShopBest, and hopefully say your prayers that will happen, because that could mean, and that's why I bet that you will all do in excess of $1 billion next year. MLMIA has a website. It's called www.mlmia.com. I recommend that you all go to that website and that you sign up someplace on there at the bottom, which will give you a newsletter on a weekly basis. And there's no charge for that. And you all can get that, and you get lots of information about what's going on in this industry. When I started at MLMIA, it was quite interesting. I had been in the industry for 28 years and had done a lot. I was the first distributor in the nation to do $1 million in sales in 1 year. Now, that might sound a lot of money, but it's not today. Today, that would equate to about $8 million a year. That's quite something. Now, I want you to know, that was before we had cell phones, computers, electric typewriters.
Wow.
Anything that you all think is high-tech today, we did, and it was mostly building locally. If you made a long-distance call, it meant that you were getting married, you had a baby, but somebody died. There was no reason for long-distance calls. So we really had a challenge when that became so popular. When MLMIA started, I want you to know that to me, international was Canada, where I had a large distributor organization from my own company, and Tijuana. I could tell you lots of stories about Tijuana and my trip to someplace in Asia. And anyway, I felt that that was really the end of the world. And then I got calls from different people who really loved network marketing, and we began to go all around the world, gradually, and we are in a lot of different countries. It is absolutely amazing that with my children, 2 by birth and 9 by adoption, that only 2 of them are in network marketing, and they both live in Asia. And it is wonderful to know that you have a program, because I've known Kate and Tim. They were there before dirt was. I loved the young man who talked about Skype, because if none of you are using it, you really need to begin using, because I talk to people in South Africa, and they are coming to the conference that we're having next month, and I talk to people in Nepal, and the only one I ever knew from Nepal was the Dalai Lama, and they are quite active in network marketing. So I definitely will recommend ShopBest to some of them, and it can be for people in other parts of the world to have more than one program to work with will be absolutely a blessing to them, particularly where they don't have to invest a lot of money. It will just absolutely be amazing for all of that. When FMIA, as I said, we're going into our 25th year, and we have a conference in April. If you again go to FMIA.com, you will see a lot of the things that are going on. And out of 60 million plus people in the world that are in network marketing all over the world, I want you to know that we had people from all over, whether they were a member of our association or a member of anything, we had them recommend people to be part of the best of the best. And I want you to know that out of the 60 million people, we chose 150 people for nominees. Out of those 150 people, and that's a small amount out of 60 million plus, I am really pleased and proud that 2 of them are in this group that I know of. And Kate and Tim, I'd like for both of you to stand. Really, please. They have boots enough. And I want you to know I've scolded him ever since I first met him. And I can tell you some wild stories, but with the right here, I'm not going to say a word. Anyway,